Hello, people. My name is Calibos. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level for check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Sammy Flex TV is Ghana's #1, in fact, the world's #1 entertainment portal. So whenever you see us like this, then you know that yes, information is about to hit you. Some people say the difference between the poor and the rich is not money, it's information. I don't know what you think about that particular statement, but since we are giving you information and credible information as that, make sure you stick and stay, which is why we say thank you for spending time with us. My name is Roland Amate. You are welcome to Sammy Flex Speaks. If this is your first time, subscribe and also recommend this channel to others for them to also enjoy what we do here. Let me say big ups to Currency, who is the one on camera. Richie Flex is the editor and director of this content. With me in the studios to always help me have the big conversation on the big table is the big man. Happy belated Father's Day too.
Yeah. Thank you.
His name is Oluwasame Flex.
Yeah, that is the name agreed, accepted, verified, documented by the whole world.
Wow.
Yeah, all these adjectives are just to confirm that the name is an agreed name.
But how did you spend the weekend and the Father's Day whole celebration?
Oh, Sundays are not my busy days, you know.
Okay.
Sundays are not my busy days, apart from church, for food session, sleeping session, and now the Connect session, which has been introduced not long ago. Apart from that, Sundays, I don't enjoy to do so many things. If I would do something extraordinary on Sundays, then it means that it is bringing in some good amount of money. But apart from that, Sundays, I always want to take it cool. Even if I'll do everything or anything, I would want to do it from home.
Okay.
And I don't enjoy driving around on Sundays like that. So this Sunday, it was like that. And the Happy Father's Day was cool, obviously with my family. So they are my people. They are the people who call me father. So I was with them and that was all. Apart from that, messages from here and there, friends and colleagues and staff members and all. So it was cool, yeah.
Coming from the weekend into a new week, in fact, yes, we all know definitely there will be news or something for us to talk about. And looks as if this week has started on a very hot note. The first one is an international one, then we come back to Ghana. I am talking about a man like Joey Akan, who is a huge stakeholder in Nigeria's entertainment industry. He has a strong beef with Wizkid FC. That is the fan base of Nigerian musician Wizkid. To him, they've meted out some treatment to him that he is so pained. In fact, he is pained to the extent that he went on Twitter to vent out some few things to Wizkid FC. According to him, they should get a life. This reminds me of this guy's song, Obibini's song, Get a Life. According to Joey Akan, they should stop the fanaticism. The main core, like the main, how do we call it, mandate of like a fan or a fanatic is to support the artist project and not to be on other people who probably share different opinion about your favorite artist. That is what Joey Akan is saying or has to say about Wizkid FC. There's a video to it. Let's go on Twitter. The director will give us the video, and when we come back, I will seek my big man's opinion on it. Stick and stay.
So Twitter is such an interesting place because this is me just living my life, driving home after a day where I had to celebrate a friend of mine. But it's a beautiful thing that this is happening. I love the fact that we're having these conversations. And Wizkid FC, I love all of you. You guys are amazing, you know, in terms of the support you give an artist. Any artist who has that kind of support would hardly fail. But what you guys have done to music Twitter is annoying, and it breaks my heart. We've come from a place where everybody was supportive and everybody just hyped wherever they wanted to a place where MIL began to win. We all began to support MIL. You know, I wrote reviews on MIL. Every day they carry MIL for head. And everyone said, oh my God, Joey, you're sucking Wizkid's dick. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. The album is good. And then all of a sudden I made a joke and you people began to drag me. And I'm telling you people, support the project that you have. You have more love, less ego. Support that project. Carry it on your head. Hype it and, you know, continue to hawk it around. That's how fandom works. You know, that's how you give an artist the things that matter. Not all of these. Sorry. I won't support your witch hunt. I won't support your weaponization of music. I won't support your tendency to continue to attack people based on the success of a person that you guys don't know. None of you know Wizkid. None of you have ever seen Wizkid. And even the ones that have done that, Wizkid cannot remember your name. None of you have interviewed him or done any of these things with him. But guess what? Morning till night, you continue to do this. Sorry, I think it's a dereliction of duty. You guys are living vicariously through Wizkid. And that sucks. That hurts me. And I don't know, man. I'm just at a loss. But guess what? I pray you guys find purpose in life, man. I do pray. Have a good night, everyone. I love you.
Big man.
Yep.
Joey Akan versus Wizkid FC. How fanaticism works in the entertainment space and how these things can be dealt with.
I am an advocate of fan base.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Haven't you heard me talk about this?
Some people think it is a curse to the industry.
No, they are not. They are not. Fan bases are not a curse to the industry. Whoever thinks fan bases are a curse to the industry, then the person has really not studied the work of these fan bases. Yes. And I was saying that I am an advocate for fan base in our industry. I am an advocate for fandom in our industry, but I'm not an advocate for people who would want to act ignorantly in the name of fan base.
I see.
I am not for it. I am always for the fact that there are a group of people who are able and ready to follow you anytime you call on them. And that is what I am looking at. But to those who ignorantly attack people in the name of fan base, those people, I'm against them.
Wow.
So for crying out loud, why do fans think that as media people, they don't have the right to do what they want to do? Because of what? Exactly. Because you love someone, the person does bad, nobody should talk about it. Because you think you have interest in someone, the person is in the news, I shouldn't publish it because you have interest in that person. That is where my problem lies. As a matter of fact, as media people, our work is our work. That's why sometimes news has even been defined as that thing you would not want to come out. It's one of the various definitions of news. It is that information that you would not want to come out.
I see.
So if I put out an information and you don't like it, it doesn't mean I can't put it out. That is my job. So in recent times, in addition with what I've seen from Joey Akan, I've seen some people who have suffered in the hands of fans online. Some of us, if you bring it and we have time, we will give it to you squarely. If you don't have time, then we behave like we've not seen it. But if you have time, we will surely do the back and forth with you.
Same measure.
Yes. And I'm sure in Nigeria, I've heard this radicalism about Wizkid FC. I've heard this before.
Really?
Oh yes, I've heard this before, and I think in some 1 or 2 occasions, I've seen some people who have come under our comment section to write some of these things that to them Wizkid FC, they blah blah blah.
The most ruthless.
I don't know what they really want to achieve with it. As a matter of fact, ever since I started following Joy Akan, he has been a source of information to me in terms of Nigerian music. I have monitored his pieces, I've monitored his information. I've not seen him attacking anybody. In fact, sometimes until even issues happen that everybody is talking about it, the kind of information he brings, they are worth talking about, discussing, worth educating, and more. So if something happens and he's talked about it, who is a fan base to say what he shouldn't talk about it because he doesn't have the authority? And are you the one to share that authority?
But some also think that, Charlie, this is quote and unquote a negative news that when some of you guys who hold power in the space talk about it, it gives us some form of high image. So you guys should minimize the way you talk about it.
No. Nobody has that authority over anybody. What is minimized? What is minimized? Like today in Ghana, one story that everybody is talking about is Yvonne Nelson's mention of Sarkodie as someone he got pregnant with and he had to abort it. And you are saying who should minimize it? Who? Minimize it for what? When the artist was doing his thing, did he minimize it? No, that one, nobody has a case. I've realized someone like Olele Salvador on Twitter, there are some people who are after him. Because what? He posted, not as if he even reviewed and said something. Because he posted what he thinks about the issue.
He reported the issue.
He reported the issue. And come and see. People who are giving it to him left, right, and center for reporting an issue. No, we are not serious in this country. And I want to really address Joy Akan's video. As a matter of fact, I'm so happy he doesn't seem to be perturbed about what is happening. He doesn't seem to be offended or scared about what is happening. He gave them a punch, and that is the point I also want to stress on. Where he said they should get a life. There are so many people, and he said he mentioned it too. There are so many people who are attacking people left, right, and center online in the name of artist that the artist doesn't even recognize you.
They've not even met him before.
The artist doesn't know you. The person you are insulting, one day this same artist will go and sit before him and will have an interview. We'll have a discussion with him. They will meet at a show. They will shake hands. They will meet somewhere. They will hug. They will sit on the table, drink, and eat. And you will sit online and you'll be misbehaving. Meanwhile, like he said, most of them don't even have a life. They are lucky they have smartphones. They are able to get some free Wi-Fi or data and they will be doing some of these things. To me, it is sad. And we want to encourage them that form your fan base. Form your clubs, your unions. The main purpose is to project the artists. So even if they are smart, even if these fan base, if they are smart, like when their artists are in the news for bad, that is when they would even project the good side about the artist. The other day, someone was saying this about us, that he loves the way when we are working with an artist, even when the artist falls in the bad news, we are able to create some things out of it. That's what they should be doing.
I see.
Like by now that your artist in the bad news, don't tell someone to talk about it because you don't have that authority. Don't go and insult someone to talk about it. You can also start sharing or spreading some other information which to you is positive. Interestingly, when some of these issues come, instead of them to share the positive news, they won't to. They will come and fight, and the more they fight, they fuel whatever issue they think they want to stop. That is how ignorant some of them think. I watched the video and I felt like this thing, it might not be me today, but it has been me yesterday and it can be me tomorrow. So if I see it, I should be able to condemn it. And I condemn fans' attacks on media people, especially when it comes to their work. They have to do their work. Whether you are for this artist or for that artist, their work does not stop because you are for that artist. So shout outs to once again Joy Akan. He is my man of the moment. I really follow him and I'm so happy for what he is doing. For the Wizkid FC, he just ignored them. He should ignore them.
So moving forward, when some of these things happen, how would you advise other stakeholders like yourself, Joey Akan, and even like the likes in the space? Because like you said, you are not the only guys who get some of these attacks. So how would you, moving forward, advise some of these people to approach these kind of issues?
There are some of them, you need to attack them, no matter what measure you want to. Yes, there are some of them.
As you go to the gutters with them.
You need to attack back. There are some of them. You need to attack back. Because unfortunately, when you keep quiet for some of the things too, they form opinions for some people.
Okay.
So there are some people you need to attack back. There's nothing like, oh, leave them, leave them, leave. No, there's nothing like, what is leave them? No. Unfortunately, the online world is like that. When someone comes fully and you are not able to give the same fire back, they see you to be a fool or they see you to be a loser.
Okay.
But let them know you can give them the same measure. Press down, shaking, and everything. Give it to them if you can. But if you think you don't want to mind them, that is fine. There are some of them, they deserve responses. And I've seen Joey Akan over the weekend. He has not spared them, as a matter of fact. He has not spared them.
Even this video cry is hot enough.
He's not spared them. I've been following him. He said the weekend he was busy. He went to a friend's wedding or something. Still, he had time to respond with fire.
Even at a place where he was supposed
He
to
had time to respond with fire, and I endorse that.
Interested.
Don't
I
allow
know what
any
you also
mean
think.
to fool online.
You've also thrown your...
Exactly.
I don't know what you also think about this particular conversation, but let us hear from you. Of course, it is an interactive show, so the comment section is definitely designed for you. Now, let's come home. Bring it home. Sarkodie is in the news. In fact, Sarkodie has started the week for us on a very hot note. People write books, autobiographies and all that. And the moment some people begin to put pen on paper, others buttons begin to pepper them. Yvonne Nelson decided to write her book, autobiography, about her life. But somebody like Sarkodie is in hot waters as we speak. So a portion in the book, which is titled, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. The whole book was launched yesterday at Piduasi Lodge. She invited her colleagues in the movie fraternity. In fact, it was the whole entertainment fraternity that was there. From the music side, movie side, politics, friends, even ordinary people were there. The book, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, had this portion. I became pregnant with Sarkodie in 2010, but he said he wasn't ready for a child. This man would go on to become one of Ghana's most famous musicians, but his success was not guaranteed at the time. The moment a portion like this fell out from the book or fell online, Sarkodie has, like, people have diverse opinions about this particular issue. Some people are saying, hey, because the story also went on to say that, but as far back as 2010, when Yvonne Nelson got pregnant with Sarkodie, she got convinced by Sarkodie because, like she stated, Sarkodie wasn't ready to father a child as at that time. So Sarkodie convinced her to have an abortion. In fact, that whole chapter is titled Abortion. And that is where Sarkodie's name was mentioned. And right moving forward, when she did the abortion and all that, in fact, she narrated that Sarkodie took her to the hospital, did everything. And when she was about to go on the chopping board, Sarkodie
the chopping board
ran away. Ran away. Sarkodie was nowhere to be found.
I see.
Years after, well, she's had a 1 and 2 with Sarkodie. But now she feels like she's telling her story. And some of these things are part of her life. Therefore, she has captured them inside the book. This has generated so many conversations, like I said earlier. Some people are asking, this one that Yvonne Nelson has mentioned Sarkodie's name in a time like this, just right after celebrating fathers, which in Ghana, Sarkodie is one of the most, in fact, celebrated fathers in the space. What are some of the implications that these particular statements are going to have on Sarkodie? 1, as on his career. 2, on his marriage. Then, when we turn the table to the opposite direction, the implications on Yvonne Nelson as an actress, a movie producer, or a stakeholder in the entertainment industry, her relationship, that is her private relationship, as well as her career. Big man, take it from Sarkodie's own.
Yeah.
The implication on his career and relationship. Now he's married, so.
Okay. First of all, let me give this advice to Yvonne Nelson and his marketing team. I think they are not being smart with the business at all.
In what sense?
Okay, thank you. If they really want to make money from this book, then I'm sure second day of launch of the book, they are failing at it. They are failing at it because as it stands now, personally, I've placed calls to get a book, and what I heard is not encouraging. And I know that as I placed that call, there were 2 numbers on the contact list. I called both numbers back and back. I'm sure I was lucky because the other line, the person knew me, had my number on there. And reason he picked, even with that, I called several times before he picked. The other one, they crank for so many times. Nobody picked.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm in so many industry WhatsApp platforms, and I've seen people sending soft copies of the book online.
Wow.
Oh, yes. I've seen people sending Amazon links and
PDF.
Yes, people are sending it. Meanwhile, people want to buy. And it is in this first week that the sales will do giddy.
When the news
after first week, second week, oh, forget about it. Book. Forget. We are talking about book. Maybe she needs to follow it up with the documentary, which I hear there is another thing, that documentary, which will be placed online or maybe Netflix or something. But if they really want to make money from the book, then they are slowing down. Because the person who even picked told me that, oh, they don't do delivery or they cannot do delivery as it stands now. But if I want, I should go to Legon Presbyterian Bookshop. How many people in Ghana, in the name of buying a book, will drive from Sotum to East Legon throughout all this traffic to go and buy a book at 200 Ghana cedis? No, it doesn't make sense to me. So it looks like they are not serious in marketing the book. Looks like the hype itself is so sweet to them than the marketing. Because if you go on to Yvonne Nelson's Instagram, she has posted that page of the book with the contact numbers. Now we are calling, the books are not available. Like by now, these books are in almost every popular mall.
Bookshops.
Not bookshop.
Like
the popular malls. Yes.
The popular malls that people
now, bookshops, how many do we even have?
Popular malls that people
use the popular malls
24/7.
Use the popular filling station shopping marts.
Like they use in selling the tickets.
I'm shocked. Like by now, all the popular malls, it is there. The filling station shopping mart, it is there. There are some people who are even in traffic selling. Let someone hit East Legon traffic right now, Laboni traffic, Spintex traffic, and be holding this book. The way they will sell. But the book is not there. It is only the social media hype. Social media hype, it will die within 1 week. If you let's wake up and let somebody start another agenda, we move on.
Over the weekend, it was Kwame Eugene and Amachi Dede.
Yes.
Now it's Sarkodie and Yvonne.
They should be smart. I'm sure they are missing out on something. Now let's move on to the substantive one.
Now,
about career. It will not have any effect on Sarkodie's career.
Really?
What?
Isn't this a huge scandal?
No. Oh, scandal?
Yes.
Did Sarkodie rape her?
No, she didn't say Sarkodie.
So where is the scandal? Did Yvonne Nelson say Sarkodie raped her, dragged her before she had sex with her?
No, she didn't.
No, there's no scandal. These are 2 adults who had consensual sex. And pregnancy came out of it. At that time, when we look at our life, we were not ready to have a baby. And we agreed that let's clear it. You agreed, I agreed. Nobody forced anybody. Yvonne Nelson did not say Sarkodie opened her mouth forcefully and poured the concoction in her mouth. Like that would be the big news. You went somewhere with your Karin, opened the concoction, drank it. Even when the concoction did not work, you went to buy another medicine. Took one there. It did not come. You went to the hospital to open your nyash for the doctor to enter and he said, what? No. I'm not sure in this world there is somebody who thinks that Sarkodie in his life has seen only his wife ever since he started growing up. Tell me that person. And that person will deal with him or her. If there is someone who even thinks that Sarkodie, since he started life, since he started seeing woman, he has only seen that of his wife as in Tracy success, that person should not be seen as a normal person.
See.
Not even now that he's married, but that one I won't go deep into that.
Because nobody has come out with any
Exactly.
evidence.
What I mean is that not even now that he's married that someone can put his neck there. That, oh, apart from Sarkodie's wife, he's not seen a woman. No, I won't do it.
That one's a few.
I don't know about you, but me, I won't do it.
Try.
In fact, I'll not do it even for the Pope. How much more Sarkodie?
Your Holiness.
No, never. Holiness. I won't do it for the Pope. How much more Sarkodie? I've seen some Roman sisters who have been pregnant before. Yes! How did they get pregnant? Roman sister, or she castle white. They be our sorry, you say, are you Danicom, Rosary Danicom? Before you realize Roman sister in the fruit, but hey! Roman sister, what happened?
Holy Spirit.
Gary or what? So how much more would I go and do it to a popular, famous, successful person like Sarkodie? Someone who travels around the world for months and weeks with no woman around her? Oh, please. That is not even my business. Okay. Me, right? You tell me to put my own neck there for myself.
Now I agree.
I'll do it.
Now I agree.
Me tell you time, like, put your own neck for that, you won't do it. Yeah. I'll say no, use Roland's neck. So how can I do it for the next person? No. So his career, all that he needs is the next hit song.
Really?
At this stage, Cryby has some big song. This time now, if you release it, I hear MOG. Okay, well, this is a secret though. I hear by MOG has some big song with him and
Blacko.
If I were MOG, this is the time.
Jim.
Boom! Boom! At this stage, trend that at this stage, if he has a video that he's not released, this is the time for him to release it. In fact, every announcement Sarkodie has to make, this is the time for him to release that. It will go like wildfire. What is he waiting for? So career, no, nothing. It won't have any impact on his career. But let's come home.
Marriage.
That's where
the
I
real
suspect there might be a problem. Because in women are people who use unnecessary things to make big cases.
Okay.
Women are people who use unnecessary cases to make big cases. So for instance, as I sit here, if some girl should come forward and say, oh, when I was in Koko, I had an affair with her and blah, 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 boom, 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 and my wife hears it, she can even come and cry on me right now. Meanwhile, she'll forget that at that time, I didn't even know you.
You weren't in the picture.
I didn't even know you. But she'll come and cry. She'll come and cry. At that time, you didn't exist, even in my books. But she'll come and cry. One day, you have a discussion, last week, she would have an issue. So, in the marital area, I don't know how Sarkodie is with the wife.
Okay.
I don't know whether they have that jolly, friendly kind of relationship.
Vibe.
If they have that one, then they can kill it. But if already their marriage is saddled with their issues, then we cry the Bible says.
If there is tension at home.
If there is already tension, like there's already issues of we've seen you here, we've caught you here, you did this, you did that. If already they have some of them pending, and this one comes to add, then you wouldn't want how this will end. This will even make it worse. So that is the only area, but because there we are not too sure of the situation, we can only say, okay, that's the only area my concern is. So over there, we all pray that all is well. As a matter of fact, this is not going to make Sarkodie happy.
Okay.
This is surely going to make Sarkodie look like, I wish it did not happen like that. Because everybody wants to be seen a certain light.
Okay.
And this particular position won't help you to be seen in that light. I'm sure if there were a women group who wanted to do something with Sarkodie because of his brand, because of how good he or how successful he has become in the music industry, this particular story, as much as it will not make them feel bad about him, if they want to deal with him, they will consider at what position are we putting him.
Okay.
Because he has been seen to be someone who did not treat a woman well in some case. So that time they will be seeing him some way. But apart from that, bruv, today, if Sarkodie release a big song, it'll be more. It'll be more. And the marital thing there, the only person we need to tame is the wife. If you are able to successfully tame the wife, also no problem. Now let's come to Yvonne Nelson.
Of course. Now her implications on
Yvonne Nelson is not looking very good with this. As much as she has been very truthful, very honest, very open.
Speaking her truth.
Speaking her truth, she will still not look good.
How?
She will not look good because now it also makes you not, in quotes, responsible in a way. Because there are some people who would also think that, Yvonne Nelson, you, at that time that you were having an affair with Sarkodie, she was acting on.
Yeah, she said in a book that her career was actually blossoming.
She was top. So, okay, someone will ask, so what if Yvonne Nelson had kept the baby? What would have happened? Okay, Sarkodie was not rich. That's fine. You didn't know about Sarkodie's future.
The future looked bleak.
What would have happened to you? That's why today she's saying she's regretted. Because I am sure that there are so many people whose situations were even worse
than hers.
Than Yvonne Nelson. Some of them even came out of school, gave birth, went back, continued school, and they are where they are. We can mention Anna Banamwa.
Of course.
Did she not give birth and now she's living her life?
Big.
There is a boy in the picture looking very good. If Yvonne Nelson had given birth, do we know the position of that baby or that child now? So over there, she also not look good. Now in the same book, remember, she has mentioned other escapades. She's mentioned time with Inyanya. She's mentioned time with Sarkodie. It also makes you look some way that, oh, really? Because there are some people who might even think that Yvonne Nelson will be apart from Obrino. There are some people who might also think like that. But now you put it out there that I have done this, I have done that. As a matter of fact, she is ready for whatever, in quotes, shame that will come with it. She's ready. That's why she wrote it though. Because it's not as if when she was writing it, she thought, oh, when it comes out, people are only going to talk about the other side, they don't talk about it. She knows they'll talk about her too. But to her, she is ready. I'm sure her right now for any interview, like, so why did you write it? She will tell you why she wrote it. So why did you not hide it? She will tell you why. She has kept her defenses there already.
Give you 1,000 reasons.
1,000 reasons. So, but still, it will still come back to her. Some people will still not see her in a good light. But as someone who really hatched the agenda, she's ready for anything. So as it stands now, social media will talk about it. Me, I know this won't go anywhere like that. Sarkodie will live his life. Just that at this stage, he's publicizing his foreign shows. Foreign shows, yeah. That is his Jams World Tour. This will just be a distraction, small. But even with that, it can even increase patronage for some of the concerts. Oh, yes. Even with that, it can even increase patronage. Because, do you know why? His name is now up. I'm sure now go to any of the search engines. Sarkodie will be one of the best names to be coming out because so many people are Googling to read here and there. So yes, if they are able to work, but I know Sarkodie, he's not ready to respond to this any moment from now. No, he's not ready. It will take a longer time for him to appear on a platform that somebody will ask a question about. But even with that, yeah, he can say, yeah, it is true. In fact, even if I were him, I'll just avail myself of somebody to ask me about it and say, yes, it is true. We dated for some time. It wasn't that serious dating. We had an affair. She got pregnant. I was not ready then. And dies.
So now, there are so many people. This is not the first time somebody has mentioned his or her escapades in the space, especially the entertainment fraternity. Moving forward, would this deter other people?
No, don't continue. No.
You people will not stop chopping.
No. Today,
really?
Today someone will chop.
When Abna Koko is mentioned.
Oh, but Abna Koko could not deter anybody.
Yvonne Nelson has.
Abna Koko that looked some way, crowd.
Yvonne Nelson has come.
Her case did not deter even Abna Koko. Today, let her make loose and go pay for some people.
They will still
chop. No, it won't stop anything. No, never. How can they stop? Because of Sarkodie, the setting Yvonne Nelson. Today, some artist is going to some media guy's house. They are going to do it. This weekend, they will do it. Next weekend, they will do it. Next year, they will do it, sir. No.
Maybe even at the book launch crowd.
Sex is too strong to be stopped by someone's story. No. Unless the story is going to make every man in the industry impotent, then we know that, oh, now there no man will have erection to even have sex. Even that one say,
you find medicine. You find solution to your problem.
They will work it out.
Wow.
Go la 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 li la lo la la li la lo. It's mixed feelings. It is what it is.
Okay.
But nothing serious will come out of this.
Okay.
Just that Yvonne Nelson's aim is to sell a story.
Okay.
So now that this has come out, she should capitalize on it. She should capitalize on it and sell the story. That is why I think they are lacking.
Sell the book.
Because in all this, that is the aim. I want to sell a story. So she should be smart, capitalize on it, and sell the story now. Because if she wastes time, the story will go unsold.
With the practice of people now documenting their lives, like their biography, their life story and all that, I believe this is something that we can also trumpet and let others emulate.
No matter, it's not everybody who will still see the need to do it.
Okay.
It's not everybody who see the need to do it. Chemo has been championing it here, trumpeting it that some people should do document. Unfortunately, they will not see it now. Maybe, you see why Yvonne has brought it now? I'm sure in her mind, she sees her acting career having a dip.
Okay, not at the peak like
Yes. That's why she thinks it is okay to do it now. Okay. Someone whose career is at the top, like Black Sharif, if you say you go and say this to him, no, he will not even hear it. And I think it is rightly so, because you need to have seen more. You need to have seen more before you come back to it. Okay. If you come in the middle, storage needs swap. And then more So yes, some people will do it, but it will only come at a time that their career seems to be seen and those dying.
Thank you so much. God richly bless you, and thanks to you also for spending time with us. Let us hear from you. Maybe you also have some other information to share. This is very interactive, so let us hear from you definitely. But make sure you follow the YouTube community guidelines. My name is Roland Amate. Let me say big ups to Currency and Richie Flex, and a big thank you to Sammy Flex for giving us that top-notch education. We will meet on the next episode. Stay safe. Bye-bye.